Hi everyone! So in my last video I asked you guys to send in questions for a Q&A video because I've been getting a lot of individual questions both in comments on videos and direct messages and all those sorts of things, just people asking different questions, and I wanted to put them all in one place. And I was thinking that since I'd gotten, a fair amount of questions but not like a crazy amount, it would be fine just to put all the questions that I ask for in one video. I ended up getting way more questions than I could put in one video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this either into 2 or 3, maybe 4 parts, but each time before I film the next part, I'll let you guys know when you can send in more questions. But I'm going to just go through and answer some of the questions that I got, but not all of them. But just know that I do have your question if you sent one in. I have it saved on my laptop and I won't forget about it. It will come up probably within the next month or 2. I'm not sure exactly what my schedule is going to be for filming Q&As, but if you guys like this one, just let me know and I can do them more often. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have a lot to get to. Really quickly before I start, I want to say that if I mispronounce your name or I just completely butcher it, please accept my apology. I'm so sorry, but some of you guys have like names that are really, really cool, but I think that like either they're in a language that I don't know or my mouth can't make those sounds. So the first question comes from Oh Snap It's Evelyn, which is a really, really cool username, I think. And she says, does anyone at your school know about your YouTube channel? So yes, a lot of people know about my YouTube channel. I didn't really, I don't know how that really happened. I think I told a few people and it kind of just, the word spread, I guess, and I do promote myself on social media like on Instagram and Twitter, which you guys should follow me on if you are not already. So I guess people who were following me there on Instagram or Twitter and like previously before I even started knew about it once I started posting, if that makes sense. And I actually have some friends who are really, really sweet and awesome, and they go around like telling people that I have a YouTube channel and they should go subscribe to me, which is really, really sweet, and I don't ask for it, but I really appreciate it when they do. So I've never gotten any negative feedback about my channel. I think that's what a lot of people are worried about when they go to tell people at their school that, hey, I make videos, or, hey, can you go check out my videos? I think people are really, really worried about getting bullied for it or just being regarded as kind of weird, but I've never gotten anything but positive feedback from people. And even some of my teachers know, and they all think it's really cool too. Natty Maddie Love asks, how old are you? I am 16 and I'm a sophomore in high school. Lachlan or Lachlin, I'm not really sure. I think it's Lachlan. Sumner asks, any advice for people wanting to start making videos, and what equipment, editing software did you start out with? So when I first started making videos, I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. It was before, I don't think it even ever occurred to me to like search how to make a YouTube channel, which is something that you should do first, is search out those videos. There are some really awesome videos here on YouTube that talk about basic equipment and really kind of get you started. But really briefly, the first camera I ever used was on my iPod, and the quality was awful. The lighting in my bedroom was horrible. I just used my overhead light, and if you go back and watch my like beginning videos, I was so awkward and I just really had no idea what I was doing. And for the first probably, I don't remember, but probably 5 videos at least, I didn't edit at all because I didn't know how, and I didn't know how to get that software. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't actually have a computer that could use editing software. I had an Asus laptop, and the only thing that was on there was like a Windows Media Maker, I think, which absolutely sucked. Don't do it. And so that wasn't working out so well. And kind of long story short, as I got like more excited about making videos, even though I wasn't doing very well, like I had like 20 subscribers maybe, I got more excited about it. I wanted to do more with it, and so I did some research. That was when I started figuring out that people had already like thought of this question and put answers out there for you, and I ended up convincing my dad to buy a MacBook Pro. He already needed to upgrade his laptop for his work, and so he was thinking about it already. And for those of you who don't know, most YouTubers use a MacBook Pro. They use either Final Cut or iMovie on it to edit their videos because it's just the best software you can use basically. So I ended up kind of convincing him to buy the MacBook Pro. I paid for part of it because we made it work in an agreement that I would be able to use it to edit videos. And so I started off with iMovie on that MacBook Pro, which is a very basic editing program, but it does what you need. If you start making videos and you try to go right into Final Cut Pro, you're going to be so confused. Please start out with iMovie. Yeah, iMovie was a really, really good learning experience for me. I taught myself pretty much how to edit. Yeah, that's all you really need. I think if you can, start with iMovie. If not, if your computer has editing software that you're comfortable with, that's fine. Just some basic program. Don't go right into Final Cut. For camera, I started with my iPod Touch, and that was really bad. I know that a lot of the iPhones now have a lot better quality for their videos. So if you have an iPhone and you want to just kind of test the waters and see what it's like to make a video, just go ahead and use your iPhone. I don't think there's anything super bad, especially for someone who's just starting out. But after that, I graduated to a point and shoot camera, which is a Panasonic something or other. And that was fine. It was kind of like the sort of thing that most people use for vlogging. It was an okay quality. It wasn't great, but that's what I kind of worked with for a long time, and that's what got me into YouTube. That's what made me probably get, I don't know, at least 70 subscribers with that camera. It was pretty good. And then when I really got into it, my parents got me a Canon Rebel T3i, which is what I'm filming on right now, and I like it a lot. But don't go straight to the DSLR cameras. I would say start with either your iPhone or a point and shoot and just see how you like it. And really quick piece of advice, I know I've spent a lot of time on this topic. Be yourself. Don't try and copy somebody else's editing style or copy somebody else's like speaking style or just little mannerisms that you do. It's not, people have already seen that, especially if you're copying somebody really popular. It's just not going to be in your favor. Be yourself, be confident, speak loudly, speak clearly. Yeah, just talk about what you really care about, because if you see a product that somebody else is using and you're like, oh, somebody else is liking that, so I should like that, nobody's gonna care because it's not a real true opinion. Make sure you're being truthful, make sure you're being honest. Sabrina Barr asks, do you ever get discouraged because you have 800 followers? I love you so much. Girl, I love you too. Thank you so much for watching and for leaving a sweet comment. Okay, I got a lot of questions about this actually, about if I ever want to give up or if I ever get discouraged because I don't have a huge subscriber base. And honestly, I do have days where I'm like, why am I even working this hard? Why am I doing this? It hasn't, you know, kind of exploded for me as I hoped / thought it might happen. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have been doing YouTube for a long time, and I definitely have days where I don't understand. I don't understand why there are some people who have really low quality videos. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm not trying to be like, I make amazing videos, I should have a billion subscribers. But it's difficult because I think a lot of it is that people are doing this thing called sub for sub now. And if you don't know what that is, it means that people just comment, oh, I'll subscribe to your channel if you subscribe to mine. And it's not healthy really for the YouTube community, because people who are working really hard to get subscribers might not get seen because there's all these channels that have a ton of subscribers but not very many views because they did a subscribe for subscribe, and it wasn't actually people saying, oh, I want to watch your videos, let me subscribe to you. So that's really, it's tough to work around that. Yeah, it's definitely tough. And I wouldn't say, I have never actually seriously thought about quitting, to be honest with you. Even when I was starting out and it was really tough and I was only getting like, you know, 20 views on each video, I never sat myself down and said, I need to quit. It never really occurred to me. I enjoy myself doing this. I love talking to you guys. I love getting feedback in the comments. I love putting on makeup and just having fun with it, and I love editing, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, and it's not something that I can see myself quitting and doing. It's just, I don't think, even if I never hit, you know, a subscriber number that people would think is, wow, you have a lot of subscribers, that's okay, because I'm enjoying myself, and I know that the subscribers that I do have are happy to be here. So, you know, I don't really think about quitting. I think that I just care about this little community that I have here so much, I would never do that. Jojo Flanagan pitched in with a ton of questions, and I'm only gonna get to a couple of them, but I promise you I will get to them. I'll get to the other ones in the other Q&As coming up. So, how many siblings I have? I'm an only child. I have a cat though, so there's that. Aaron Fabregas 4 asks, whereabout are you from? I'm watching from Scotland. Okay, that right there is so cool. One of my favorite parts about being a YouTuber is looking at my analytics and seeing where you guys are from, because I can see a map of like where all my viewers and subscribers are, and it is so amazing to see people in just everywhere, countries I didn't even know existed. It's amazing. So actually, if you guys aren't from the United States or Canada or like North America in general, comment down below what country you're from, because I think that would just be so cool to see where everybody is from watching this video. I have people in Kenya. I didn't even know there were like computers all over those places. It's amazing to me to see, like, my top 5 countries include Germany and Australia. So I'm from the United States of America. I'm from the state of Oregon. And yeah, I just think it's so cool to see where you guys are from. So thank you so much for that question, Erin. Annie asks, what's your favorite makeup brand ever? One high-end and one drugstore. Okay, this is really tough because I have so many like holy grail, like not so many, but I have holy grail products, but they're from like different companies, and so it's really, really difficult. But I think I'd have to go with MAC, her favorite high-end makeup brand. And then for drugstore, I think that Revlon makes the best lip products for drugstore ever, but NYX and Maybelline are close runner-ups. Runner-ups? Runners-up? Yeah. Katie asks, what's your favorite book? So I go back and forth a lot on my favorite books. I have a lot of books that I just really like in general that are really, really good. But I read Girl Boss by Sophia Amoruso, I think I'm saying that right, over the summer, and it was such a good book. If you haven't read it already, you seriously need to. It's amazing. It's so like inspirational and motivational, but at the same time it's like really entertaining because of all the stories she puts in. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend that book, and that's my current favorite. Paola asks, do you ever cut out coupons and never use them? Girl, this is like my worst crime. We get the newspaper still, okay? We haven't totally switched over to like the electronic newspaper, electronic news thing. And so we get the coupons every Sunday, and every week I go through and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Michael's, oh, I'm gonna go to Ulta, I'm gonna go all these different places, and I like take them out and I put them in my purse, which is the worst thing because I have like overflowing wallet of coupons thinking, oh, I'll use that 20% off tomorrow, you know, whatever. And they run out, and then I forget to throw them away. And so I'll be at the cash register someplace going for, you know, my dollar bill or whatever, and all of these expired coupons will start coming out, and it's the worst thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's like the one area of my life where I just cannot get organized. Karen wants to know, do I smile for pictures? So yes and no. When I was younger, I was so afraid to smile with my mouth open because I thought that it always looked weird, so I never did. And then I got braces and I really didn't do it then. And now I do smile, but honestly I wish I had it up here to show you guys. But my school ID this year, I smiled with my mouth open and my eyes somehow like closed while she was taking the picture, but it was like permanent, it was a done deal. And I look like I don't look anything like me, and it's very, very odd, and it kind of makes me not want to smile for pictures anymore because I just look so like, I'm like, and it's just terrible. Stella wants to know what my Starbucks order is. So I get an unsweetened half green, half passion iced tea, and it is so good. You guys have to try it. I didn't even know until a while ago that you could like mix two different kinds of tea, and I don't know if you can do it when it's hot tea, but for iced tea you can get half of one flavor and half of another, and it is seriously, seriously delicious. If you don't like unsweetened iced tea, then just add like some stevia or just like get the syrup that comes with it, but it's really, really good. It's really refreshing and I love it. Ellie is curious as to my opinion on kilts. I think that, well, it's not something that I would personally wear, and it's not something that I would personally recommend anybody in my immediate family or extended family for that matter, or school to wear. But I think that if you like kilts, and if that's a thing, then you should wear the kilt because, I mean, why not? Life's too short not to wear your kilt. I live in America, and that's just not really a widely worn thing, I guess. I don't know. I've seen them in like the bagpipe band at parades. I like bagpipe music, by the way. Is that weird? It's yeah. I think they're very festive. I think that they're I don't really know how to answer this question. I'm gonna finish up with a few questions from Instagram. So first off, from rforever13, when you were younger, what was your favorite color? I went through probably a 6 or 7 year obsession with the color purple. It was literally the only color I would wear. I refused to wear other colors, which is that weird? What Lid did, or what Lee did, I'm not really sure, asks, what is your happiest memory / what was the best day of your life? That's a really, really tough question, but honestly, one of my biggest YouTube idols subscribed to my channel the other day, and it was, I was so happy. I mean, you guys don't even know. I was like bouncing around. I was freaking out. So I will link her channel below, Cookie Monster. Her editing, oh my goodness gracious. She has like 700,000 subscribers, I think, and she needs to get like 2 million. It's crazy. So she subscribed to me and left a really, really sweet comment on one of my videos, and it meant so much to me. I was so happy, but I'm sure there's other days and moments, but that's the most like recent one that I can think of. StyleQueen11XO asks, why did you start your YouTube channel? When I was in 5th grade, like I said, I stumbled upon one of Blair Fowler's videos here on YouTube. One Friday night, I sat down on my window seat with a computer and I literally watched every single one of her videos, and I stayed up almost all night watching, and I was writing down all these product recommendations. I had like 3 pages worth of makeup things that I wanted to buy. And it was funny because I was 5th grader, so I had like 0 money, but I was so hooked, and I thought it was just such a cool thing that somebody was putting themselves out there and giving advice to other people, and you know, being really candid about, here I have acne, here's what I use to cover it, things like that. And it wasn't until probably 7th grade that I really understood that anybody could make a YouTube channel. Anybody could do that. Well, there was no YouTube college you had to go to. There was no, you know, there was no criteria. You just had to turn the camera on, film yourself, and then put it out for people to see. That's all you gotta do. And I was thinking about it for a really long time, and something that you guys don't know and that I'm planning on doing a video on pretty soon is that in between 7th grade and the end of 8th grade, I lost a lot of weight, and I felt so much better about myself after I did that. It was like, I mean, it was literally like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I felt so much more confident and so much more free, like I actually could do something. I felt empowered is the right word, actually. And it was right when I hit a certain weight, I think, or you know, I was just feeling really good about myself, that I decided I had the confidence to turn on the camera and film myself, and I filmed a little clothing haul, and then I uploaded it to YouTube, and that was it. And nobody in my family ever taught me how to do makeup. Nobody in my family ever taught me how to wear clothes or do my hair or anything. I'm self-taught, and I'm YouTube taught, and I feel so grateful to the YouTube community for teaching me these things. I couldn't not contribute to, if that makes sense. It was like a big conversation, and I wanted to be a part of it. I'm gonna finish off this Q&A with 2 questions from Ultraviolet. She asks, what's your overall favorite makeup brand? Overall, goodness gracious, probably MAC, I think, maybe? I use a lot of their stuff, and I feel like I've never gotten anything from them that I didn't absolutely love. And the very last question, also from Ultraviolet, is who has inspired you to do these videos / makeup in general over the years? So again, I really just think it's YouTube. This beauty community of people basically putting on makeup and telling you how to do it. Everybody is so kind, everybody's so giving and loving, and it's such a fun, happy place and a group of people, and it's an amazing thing to be a part of. And when I see a video by a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, and I think that the editing is really cool or the makeup is really, really cool, I just feel more inspired to make my own stuff as good as they're doing, you know? And so I think it's just every YouTuber, we're all like a big family. Even the really, really big YouTubers who have like 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, you know, whatever, and the YouTubers who have 50 subscribers, we're doing the same thing. We're all working hard, we're all reaching out to another community of people, another side of the computer screen. And you know, having this question from Erin from Scotland, I'm reaching across oceans to tell people how to put on mascara. I mean, that's crazy. And you guys keep me going, my subscribers keep me going, people who leave me comments and tweet me on Instagram and, you know, just connect with me over all these different platforms. You are so amazing, and you make me want to be better and do better things and give you guys better things. So it's a combination of the other YouTubers making this amazing content and just the subscribers pitching in and being a part of this community. It's really, really amazing, and I love you guys so much. So that's going to be it for this Q&A. It was so exciting to film and like get all these questions. I've never done this before, and I'm going to be doing Q&As more often in the future because I have a lot of questions I didn't actually get to, and I'm sure there was some people who didn't get a chance to send in their questions the first time. So probably in a couple weeks I'll do another one. Let me know if there's any other questions that you have, if you didn't see any of the calls for questions in the comments below, and I'll make sure to save them for the next time that I film one. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you to the moon and back. It was amazing to me. You know, to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous that I wasn't gonna get any questions. I didn't know. I had no idea if there was any. I mean, people have been sending me questions before, but I just didn't know if anyone would actually, like, take the time to reach out to me, and the response was amazing. So thank you so, so much. If you sent in a question, I apologize if I didn't get to your question, but it will be coming up. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. I will see you back here on Tuesday for a new video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!